Alright, so there's another Minccino. We got the Ditto. Let's get rid of the Gary. Go get a Snorlax. Yeah, so I'm going to go into the Snorlax. I actually want a Magikarp first, though. So the Radiant Hawlucha is kind of useless in this situation. That's okay. Give me that hot Snorlax. Alright, so Snorlax. Unfortunately, I have to burn a Twin Energy, but that's what Roseanne's backup is for, right? For exact scenarios like this. So Gorman dies. Can I knock out a Darkrai V-Star? I think I can do 270 if everyone is in the discard. I believe I can do 270. So as long as they're not playing a big charm, I can knock them out. Otherwise, I'm two-shotting them. I don't think they're going to be playing any sort of healing. Darkrai does not play healing. So it should be all good. And what do I have on the screen right now? I haven't really checked. I have Blastoise. All right, well, let's put the Magikarp on screen. Let me just resize that one. All right, so there we go. How are we looking on the top? We are, oh, we can get a little bit smaller. There we go. And then the Ditto, it just copies. So if you don't know what the Ditto does, it just, the ability lets it copy any Pokemon without a rule box. That Moltres is looking real fine. That Crobat looking real good. I can knock both of those out. I have the bosses. The fact that I... Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. I guess now I mean, this is fine, right? Like, I can just attack with the Magikarp. It's just, you don't want to be in this position. So Roseanne's back up. The energy back into the deck. I'll Choice Belt that guy. I'll Roseanne the energy back in. Twin Energy goes back in. I don't want that Magikarp in the hand. I'll Pal Pad the Roseanne's back in as well. And then I have a whole bunch of options for next turn. So I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Yeah, and then I'll just leave the Snorlax there. Because if I put the Magikarp down, they can bosses the Magikarp and poison the Magikarp, and then I'm screwed. So unless they just have a crazy turn, my guess is that they won't take a knockout. My guess is that they'll keep me ability locked, thinking that, oh, I can take my time. Yeah, they'll keep me ability locked, thinking that I don't got it like that. Alright, so there's a path to the peak. That's pretty cool. So I do potentially got it like that, as long as I find an energy and a way to put somebody in the discard. Because not having access to the Minccino is kind of rough. That is not good. So I'm going to have to two-shot a Weezing. I could use Lively Grouping, but I don't have a way to retreat. So I'll just use Raging Fin, and then I'll have to attack with a Minccino. Or a Cinccino. No big deal. No big deal, right? I also have a boss's orders play. Does my computer heat up when playing TCG Live? My computer's garbage. It heats up when I do anything. My phone is what really gets messed up. Even when I just try to log in. I mean, my PC's warm, but it's not very good to begin with, so I don't know if that's due to live or not. But it's the phone that it hurts the most. And then the top deck was a quick ball. My top deck was a quick ball, which would have gotten me what I needed. Alright, so I don't believe they're going to be doing anything too crazy the rest of the way. So I'm going to go for a Magikarp. I will Roseanne's back up the energy back into the deck. So just the Twin Energy. And maybe the Snorlax? Sure. And then we got Energy Assist, because I know they're not getting another Weezing whipped up. You have a keyboard cover and you can feel the heat through it? That is rough. Hey, there's an air balloon. Awesome. I am using a PC, so obviously I'm not using a laptop. So that might have something to do with it. My phone, it's an iPhone 7. It is not new. It's nowhere near new. It's very old. If I play TCG Live for, I would say 10 minutes. If I try to play for 10 minutes, I could go from 100% battery to a 0% battery. And I'm not exaggerating. It destroys the battery on the phone. Alright, things have gone from bad to worse. Just need a supporter or a PokéStop, even though that is a very dangerous card to be using right now. Let's go for it. I believe in the heart of the cards. Busted! Absolutely busted. Absolutely busted. Did I prize anything? Okay, so there's one Karp in the hand, 2 in the discard. So if there's only one Karp in the... If there's a Karp in the deck, then I didn't prize anything. So I can get rid of the Hisuian Heavy Ball. I don't believe Peonia is going to be useful here. So I'll ditch the Magikarp. Amazing. Okay, so we got the Minccino. I think... This is not good. So I think I just go for my Snorlax. So I just get everything in the discard pile. I go get the Snorlax. See, I knew putting that Snorlax back in the deck was going to come back to help me. And then we just hope they can never find a boss's orders or anything. Because I don't think I can bring the Snorlax back into my hand. And get wrecked. The problem with Peonia is that you have to exchange 3. And I think if I were to do... I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could have checked that. You just bought the Pixel 6? I'm not very in tune with Android phones, so I don't know if that's new or not, but I would assume it is. Let me see. When did the Pixel 6 come out? When did the Pixel 6 come out? Oh, so it's less than a year. Yeah, so that's very new, and it just destroys the battery. It overheats your phone. It's rough. So I can double turbo the Ditto. I believe knock out the Moltres, because I have 4 and 3. So it's 10 base damage plus 30. So that is 220, 250, and then 230. So yeah, I can knock out the Moltres. Or I could just go for the Darkrai V-Star right now, because it's going to knock itself out anyway. So busted Magikarp. Busted Karp deck. I don't even play an optimal list, but you know, we're in there. So Raging Finn does 250. Okay, so I am short. So let's do boss's orders on the Moltres. Thankfully I can use double turbo energy, because if I use Raging Finn, that's totally fine. So double turbo, put another Ditto down. Well, let's get that. We don't need Peonia, right? Actually, I don't need the research, so I'll get rid of the research. There's a Bruno, there's a double turbo. So I am going to have to be careful here with my energy situation. That's about the only thing I'm worried about. The PokéStop could come in handy in a clutch situation. There's a Rescue Carrier, that's great. Path to the Peak. They haven't used their V-Star ability. And I'm not sure PokéStop would be the smartest thing. Again, PokéStop, I'm messing around with PokéStop. You get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Any items go into your hand, the rest goes in your discard. So that could be a really helpful card for the Mew Dialga deck, or even Blissey. It's just with Blissey, you'd have to switch it with Path to the Peak, or you could go like 2-2 or something. So if I can find the Gyarados, I do win. I just have to find the Gyarados. I don't know. I can't check the deck, so I don't remember if there's a Gyarados in the deck or not. Okay, well the Moltres doesn't matter because I'm on odd prizes anyway, so the baby Moltres doesn't matter in the slightest. Unless they are able to loop it, then yes, it is a problem. But if they can't loop the Moltres multiple times, then it does not matter in the slightest. Because I'd have to take a one prize knockout anyways. Alright, well it's looking like I'm going to Cinccino, or get a Cinccino, use Cinccino twice, hope that I find the Gyarados. If I don't, or I could Bruno first, but that seems like a really bad idea. Oh man, because I have 2 prizes left. I have 2 energy. They're probably going to try and attack with the baby Moltres. My mind is just going to all the different possibilities. It's really throwing me off. I have no idea which direction to go. There's 2 directions, and both have their own positives and negatives. It would make it a lot easier if I got a Quick Ball or an Ultra Ball, or if I just naturally drew into the Gyarados. Because I could technically research this hand and be okay. It's just, if I prize the Gyarados... This is why you check your prizes. I should have always checked my prizes. Does anyone remember, do I have the Gyarados in the deck? Because if I do, that would make my life so much easier. If it's in the deck or if it's not in the deck. So remembering that I'm an idiot, which has the highest probability? It is in the deck or it is in the prizes? It's in the deck? Asking us is cheating? It's not cheating. It is backseat decking. It's in the deck? Okay, so then I'm believing you get wrecked. If you're wrong, I'm blaming this loss on you. But if that's the case, then I have to use research. I just have to hope I don't top deck an energy. They didn't switch into the Moltres. That's an interesting decision. That is a very interesting decision. So I can knock this dude out. Watch me just top deck the Gyarados. Okay, we can check the deck. It's all good. We can check the deck. There's the Gary. We're all good. There's even energy left in the deck. I have an Evolution Incense and a Quick Ball. I think it's mathematically impossible for me to not get the Gyarados in the discard pile this game, or this turn. So we got Twin Energy on the active, Choice Belt. If I PokéStop, I think that's a bad idea. But I think I also want to leave the PokéStop in play. Right? Do I want to leave the PokéStop in play? You know what? I'm going to leave it in play. I'm going to leave it in play just in case. All right, so research. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, so I'm guaranteed... Oh crap, how do I do this? So I can get down to one card left in deck. Please don't be... If it's the last card in the deck, I lose. Oh, there we go. Okay, thank you. Oh, that could have been so dangerous, because I wouldn't have been able to use a Cinccino after the PokéStop. Oh man, that would have been so rough. Alright, so we got Raging Fin for 280. That was way more stressful than it should have been. I have all the energy. I have Scoop Up Nets if they try to trap. I have PokéStops. Yeah, because PokéStop would get rid of 3. I had 5 cards in deck, so if I use Cinccino, I get down to 0 cards. So busted Magikarp. Obviously, I don't have the best list. When you start Roseanne's backup in all of your games and no other supporters, the deck seems kind of bad. Maybe leaving the Cinccino. True, true. But math is not my They got rid of all of their wheezing. But I'm not worried. The reason I didn't go get a Magikarp, well, A, I wouldn't have been able to knock out the Darkrai, and B, I have another boss's order, so even if they do anything with a wheezing and stop my Ditto's ability, it's not a big deal, because I could just bosses anybody. So that's why I wasn't too concerned, and between my Cinccinos, I can get bosses. Between PokéStop, I can get... Well, I can't get bosses. But I figured it out. You know, I did the maths. I think I figured it all out. We're good. It was a lot closer than I was hoping it would be, but we got there. And I didn't even need to do any brain melting plays on the last turn. And you can't... Okay, okay. Hey, no calling me out like that. That's not allowed. That's not allowed here. So Raging Fin for 250. Busted Magikarp. I'm a genius, okay? I'm a genius. You can't doubt that. Alright, so again, I could have another Snorlax. And we finally don't have a damn Roseanne's backup in the starting hand. It's celebration time. So the way I can win this, whatever matchup I'm playing, is just get as many things in the discard. And there is also the Gyarados Mill version of the deck, which is very interesting. Alright, this is good. If it's Palkia, I still think I can win. So let's do Quick Ball away. The Radiant Hawlucha. Go get the Snorlax. I think I'll just get rid of the double turbo. And then we'll go into the Snorlax and we'll draw 3 cards. Who says you can't play a supporter on turn 1? Oh my god, what the hell, Roseanne's backup? Every game it has been in my hand turn 1. I've played 4 games with this deck. All 4 games Roseanne's backup has been in my hand at the end of turn 1. I play other supporters and I only play 1 Roseanne's backup. And I really don't know why I play Roseanne's backup, to be honest with you. Oh, you suck. Your name is a lie, Kula. You're very uncoola. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to... Oh! I was saying I'm probably going to have to use Snorlax again, but maybe... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I think the Inteleon has 320 HP. I can't do 320 damage. Oh no. I can do 310. I cannot do 320. And I don't believe there's a Manaphy in the deck. So they can go crazy with, you know, this guy, they can go crazy with this guy, they can go crazy with the Rapid Strike Evolve version. Oh, wait, why didn't they use Keep Calling? So let's get a Ditto, and then at least I'll be able to put the double turbo energy somewhere. I will put the Hawlucha into play. Maybe they're not able to find their Cheryls at the right time. I don't know. Alright, so research the hand away. There's a couple Gary. We got the Cinccino. May as well put the PokéStop down. And then, sure, let's put a Choice Belt on that guy. And then Gorman dies, because they're probably going to Marnie me again. This is a pretty decent hand. I won't complain about this hand. But I am confused as to why they didn't use Keep Calling. Did they accidentally hit end turn? Do they want to have those bench spots for something else that I'm not thinking of? I'm not sure what their plan was. Or maybe they just prized all of their Sobble and all of their Inteleon. But wouldn't you at least check your deck? Because they didn't use Keep Calling at all. They didn't use it for anything. Alright, so I can check the deck. Is there anything I want to check the deck to see if I'm missing? Because I have one Magikarp in the discard. So okay, that's totally fine. Not concerned. I guess the Hawlucha is the most expendable card at the moment. If everything goes perfectly, I can knock out that Inteleon V this turn. But everything has to go perfectly. Like, I'd have to PokéStop everything into the discard. Oh, they got a lightning energy on that thing. Okay. But it's also not the worst thing if I knock out the Drizz... Oh, what are they doing? You're putting it in the active? Oh my god. I could win the game just based on this. Okay. Perfect plays time. We have to perfectly play this turn. I have to check the deck with the Level Ball. I won't be bad. They're using Pal Pad not on Cheryl. That's very good. I haven't seen any Rapid Strike energy, so maybe they're not playing it. Okay, I gotta find a whole bunch of things. That's not what I needed. Thank you for not being helpful at all. Alright, so Cinccino for sure. And then I have a Scoop Up Net. I have 4 energy left. There's one, so I prized a Gyarados, and that's it. And I didn't prize any Cinccino, so I'm not sure if it makes sense to really go crazy here. All right, we're shaping up to be able to do something here. Things are shaping up. Don't look now, we might be able to do 200 damage. Okay, and then I can... Oh crap, I didn't get what I needed. Okay, don't worry, don't worry. So I can do like 100. Let's take our chances. Let's take our chances. We got a quick ball, put Gary's in the discard. I got a Gary in the discard. Oh my god. Okay, if I use the... So I can put the Ditto down. If I Peonia for the Gyarados, so I can lose the... Oh, give me that Gyarados. Give me that hot Gyarados. Oh, you suck so much, Peonia. Why do you exist? Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the double turbo, the bosses, and the Bruno. I'm going to quick ball away the boss's orders, go get a Magikarp, quick ball away the Magikarp, go get another Magikarp. So how much damage am I doing? I'm doing... So that has 20 base damage plus 90. Am I like 10 damage short? Am I seriously 10 damage short? I'm doing it. I'm doing it just to see. Is the double turbo really the difference between me getting this knockout and me whiffing this knockout? Okay, it's not. If I just had one more in the discard pile. All I needed was one more in the discard pile and I take the knockout. The PokéStop was kind of busted though. I just needed a way to get that Magikarp in the discard. So the Peonia, I needed to get a Gyarados. If I get the Gyarados off the prizes with Peonia, I take the knockout. It's just those little things that are so infuriating. But if they can't heal this Inteleon, that is going to be 2 prizes. Obviously, they could evolve into the other one. They could Cheryl. What's Aqua Bullet doing? 120 and 20, so it's just the same as the other one. So there's a chance that I can still win this one. I did have to ditch that bosses, but I do have a Pal Pad somewhere. Yeah, I haven't used my Pal Pad. And I know that I want to go along the bottom row. So I want to go along the bottom row for my prizes. Oh, that's concerning. So obviously they'll quit shooting the one on the bench. Yeah, that's not good. So I have to hope they can't find a Scoop Up Net. Because if they find a Scoop Up Net, they can do a whole bunch of things, but they don't have a backup attacker. Don't give me something I don't want to get rid of. Okay, there's Path to the Peak. Is that helpful in any sort of way to me? Sure. Alright, so research the hand, thin everything out. There's another Path to the Peak. Why am I playing Path to the Peak? That seems kind of useless. Alright, so make do the Path to the Peak. Is good for real? It is good for real. It is actually good. I may need to use that Magikarp next turn, even though it would be a huge liability. Alright, there's the Level Ball. Level Ball out. Oh, I have no more Ditto. Do I have a... I have no way of recycling things. Okay, I'm not concerned. Losing that Rescue Carrier, kind of rough. So how many Ditto did I prize? Oh, I'm down 2 Ditto, that's why. So let's just go Raging Finn, take the prizes from the bottom of the deck. Or the bottom of the prizes. Give me Gary and Ditto. Okay, well, I got a Gary. I did get a Scoop Up Net. I don't think that matters. Might help later on. But if I'm able to finesse this, I could be okay. But yeah, I love my cap. It is good. It is actually good. You might want to play like a 1-1 or 2-2 Mewtwo V-Star. Just because the Mewtwo V-Star can hit the numbers that Lunatone can't. Otherwise, you're just two-shotting everything. And you can take a knockout on turn 1. Is that quit shooting? What are you gonna... Don't tell me you're gonna Scoop Up Net. Don't be like that. They're gonna Irida for another quick shooting or a Scoop Up Net. That is for sure. You know, they knew when they queued up today. I'm gonna be facing a Ditto deck. So all I need to do is just find my quick shootings and it's GG. Alright, so there's... Oh! They're gonna go for an escape rope. That's interesting. So they're... Seems cheap. Oh, very cheap to make. Very, very cheap to make. Are Lunatone and Solrock... Because I was using a lot of credits for Pokemon Go cards, and a lot of them were commons. Like the Ambipom is a common. So a lot of the cards for random reasons are commons. What's Lunatone? Lunatone's an uncommon. So let's see what what's Solrock be doing. Solrock is also an uncommon. They got what? They got Feather Ball? Oh, it's Jolteon. Oh, I should really be playing the Manaphy. I should really be playing the Manaphy now. Ambipom is not gimmicky. Oh crap! Don't be mean. Ambipom is life. Ambipom is not a gimmick. Ambipom is the best deck ever made. Alright, so they will... They're giving me a Jolteon, though. Like, they're giving me a chance to win this game. Unfortunately, I have to attack with the Magikarp. That is the huge issue here. Can I use... I can use Peonia again. So I want to put the bosses and the Peonia in the deck, right? Because I believe I have enough energy to win. How much energy do I have? I have 2. I would need 3. No, I think I need the Roseanne's backup. I think... yeah, I need the Roseanne's backup because that can put a Ditto back in the deck. So I need the bosses, and I think that's the safer play. I think that is the safer play. And then get a Cinccino out of the deck. I think I also get the Minccino out of the deck, because the odds of me just drawing into everything I need are very high. So let's get rid of the Gyarados. Okay. Do not screw me over here. This could go really bad, really fast. I do not want to be attacking with Magikarp. Okay, that is not Roseanne's backup. I would really appreciate getting Roseanne's backup right now. So let's ditch the Cinccino. That is also not Roseanne's backup. I would really appreciate getting Roseanne's backup right now. Come on. Come on, Roseanne's backup. Thank you. Alright, so we got the Hisuian Heavy Ball. Go get that Ditto. Thank you so much. I need to save that Magikarp, so let's do Air Balloon on the Cinccino. Retreat into the Ditto. How much damage am I doing? I'm doing 220. So I will Roseanne's a Ditto and a Twin Energy and maybe something else if I can. So Tool, Stadium. Sure, let's put Path to the Peak and Twin Energy. I do have a Choice Belt as well. See, Roseanne's backup. Busted card. Just don't draw into it turn 1 and you're fine. Okay. I think because they could easily like do something crazy that I don't want them to do. So I'm just going to use Raging Fin. If they put any 2-prizer on the field, I just boss it and knock it out. That simple. And I think Hisuian Heavy Ball probably reshuffled my prizes. So my deck is full of supporters. I have 3 Cinccino on the field. They have 4 prizes left. I don't think I lose this game because they will have to put a basic V down. I'm going to be able to see a ton of cards. Even if they take a 2-prize turn, I don't think that's bad, but I do have to save that 1 Magikarp. That 1 Magikarp is extremely important. So that can never go into the discard pile, unless it's for like a game-winning knockout, but I don't think I'll ever be in that position where I have to take a game-winning knockout. And if I recall, my prizes were Double Turbo and Bosses. Bosses mean if I knew there was a Bosses in my deck, I could boss up the Quick Shooting Inteleon and make my life so much easier. But I have a 50-50 chance of getting the Bosses off the prizes. It really just depends what they bench right here. If they bench a V, game over. If they just bench like a Sobble, I think I can burn the Bosses, to be honest. Yeah, see, Avery doesn't matter. Useless card. So this is really going to be interesting. I think my win percentage right now is like 75%. And if they bench a V, then my win percentage is 100%. But I'll say 99 so I have a 99.9% chance of winning the game right now. Elemental Badge doesn't mean anything. They could Elemental Badge a Jolteon VMAX and I wouldn't care, because I can knock out a Jolteon VMAX if I had the Hawlucha, but obviously I don't have the Hawlucha. So unless you got a Boost Shake in there, I'm not concerned. I don't even think I care if you play a Boost Shake. Even if they have a Boost Shake, I think I can just knock out Drizzile Sobble for game. And even if they use a Jolteon VMAX and take 2 prizes, that is fine. So I believe I have a 99% chance of winning this game. And they don't know the Path to the Peak is in play. They don't know that Peak's in play. I've done that more than twice. More than once or twice. Alright, so that is GG. I mathed my way to victory. It was not easy, but we got there. The busted Magikarp can beat Jolteon. I never thought I'd see that day. But Magikarp can beat Jolteon. You just have to, you know, get really lucky and use Roseanne's back at the perfect time. And I don't like the summary screen either on live. It doesn't tell you how long the game was. It doesn't tell you specifics. Like, this is it. This is the summary screen. It's so basic.